Hey, what's up? Sometime Kev is here in Poppy's kitchen today, and we're gonna let me tell you what we're gonna make. We're gonna make a spinach dip roll ring, and basically it is a ring of rolls with spinach dip in the middle that you can just pull the rolls off and just dip them in that spinach dip. Delicious. It's amazing. This recipe is so good. I'm even gonna show you how not to get these rolls so brown like these look right here. 3 things can make this great. It's all fresh ingredients. I love cheese. Cheese. Of course, it's cheese. And then that fresh dough balls that you make the bread with. Amazing. You're going to love it. And boy, those things really puffed up. And then bacon buds, some cayenne pepper, cream cheese, mayonnaise, parmesan, mozzarella, salt, pepper, and spinach. Okay, if you're not a spinach fan or a spinach dip fan, don't put the spinach in there. But let me tell you, if you do, you can use fresh spinach or you can use frozen spinach. The most important thing is to get it completely dry. So if you're using fresh spinach, go ahead and blanch it in boiling water for 30 to 45 seconds, maybe a minute. That's it. And it'll just shrivel up into nothing. And then you can chop it before or after, but dry it. Even if it's frozen, already cooked, or if you blanch the frozen spinach, make sure you get all the water out of it. It'll shrink down to nothing. And very important. See how much that spinach shrunk? It's almost nothing, but I squeezed all the water out of it. Okay, so you got your spinach and then a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Use whatever kind. I have Duke's. Mayonnaise. 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. This will give it a little bit of bacon flavor. You can do some fresh bacon, put it in there. These might actually be a little bit tiny bit of cayenne pepper. At least a 1/2 cup of shredded parmesan. Make sure it's shredded and not powder. At least 1 cup of freshly grated mozzarella. Don't buy the shredded stuff. Grate it yourself. You can do it. And before I forget, 1 teaspoon of minced garlic or 2 fresh cloves chopped up. And then we mix. Now, all that mixture is going to go in between the rolls. Make sure you also have your oven preheated at 350. You should have done that earlier. So put it all in there. Make sure it is full. It doesn't matter if it touches the rolls or not. Don't smush it down, but make sure it is packed full. Then in the oven it goes. We're going to watch this 20 minutes. We're going to pull it out and check it. And it goes for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we're going to take it out and we're going to add some melted garlic butter to the rolls. Put it back in for just a couple more minutes to brown those rolls. And then it's ready. While that's in the oven, go ahead and get you some melted butter. And I'm gonna use a little bit of garlic salt, not much. I don't want it to be very salty. And a little bit of garlic powder, because I do want the garlic flavor in there. Right as they're getting done, and we're gonna put it back in and put it on broil and brown those rolls. Also, we've got a little bit of extra mozzarella and fresh parm that we're going to just drizzle on top of the dip. And then so when we broil it, it's gonna kind of melt it and make it a little bit crispy crust. Look at this. These are looking perfect right now. Okay, this is where you got to be careful. I put them back in for way too long. I'm going to put the butter on them, and then I'm going to put it back in under broil for maybe 1 to 2 minutes, but I'm going to watch them this time because this time I didn't watch them and they got too brown. They tasted really good. They weren't burnt. They didn't taste burnt at all, but they were a little bit too brown. So just be careful. Put them back in under broil and watch them 1 to 2 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. Painting on there, and back in she goes. Now you're going to get those rolls browned and brown with butter, and that makes them taste so much better. Those brown fast, way faster than I thought they would. We're going to let these cool, and then we're going to try it out. Oh goodness, I can't explain how good that is. Yes, they look too dark. They don't taste too dark. The butter darkened them quicker than I thought it would. By itself, it's the most delicious roll. And then put a little of this on there. And just get a little, not a lot, just a little bit of that. Oh my goodness. This is the one. Yes, this dip, okay, fresh yeast rolls, you gotta like those. If you do, you're gonna love this. fresh mozzarella, fresh parmesan, the garlic, the cream cheese, everything combined. It's just amazing. The butter. This is a good one. And you don't have to stop just dipping your rolls in there. You can dip anything else in there. You can dip chips. You can dip carrots. You can dip anything in there. I mean, it's a dip. So potato chips if you wanted to. If you don't like bread or if you don't do bread because you're on that non-bread diet, dip like sliced chips, carrots in there or something. Or, a whatever kind of chip you like, or crackers. Crackers work really good on this too. You guys can't go wrong with this one. But make two. Do you see this? Who is this guy I think he is, getting a nice warm yeast roll that's already got cheese on it and then putting more cheese on it? I'm the guy, or somebody like me, is the reason you're going to have to make 2 of these, because 10 rolls aren't going to be enough. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It's easy, it's great. Enjoy it anytime. Enjoy it for a ball game, Super Bowl, whatever you want to do. I want to catch you guys on the next one. Check out my channel, Delicious Feel Good Foods and Recipes on YouTube. Got tons of recipes like this, easy, that you can make at home. No special skills required and no special food required. See you guys on the next one.